Captain's log, stardate 48009.1. After attending a 4-day conference on the planet Argelius at their local university, the Enterprise is now on course for Starbase 23 for some much-needed R&R.
He was a fascinating man, Commander, but he just would not stop talking. And then, this is the best part, Admiral Kentley came in and tried to stop the conference so we could all have lunch, and he still kept talking. Sounds like you didn't have a good time, sir. Don't get me wrong, the man's a genius. He has such excellent theories on the future of propulsion. 1,001 questions about the Enterprise. But, you know what, I mean, there's a limit, Commander. I know how you are about your Earl Grey. Indeed, Commander. And how did you spend the conference?
I spent my time at a lecture of a gentleman from the planet Artek, absolute expert on Captain Archer. Everything, from what he had to eat on their very first mission when they were taking Klang back to the Klingon homeworld. Fascinating, Commander. At least you got a break for lunch, I hope. Yes, which ironically was the same meal that Captain Jonathan Archer ate on his mission taking Klang back to the Klingon homeworld. Now that seems a bit excessive.
We are receiving a distress call. Source, Mr. Wolf. Directly hit the Arcanus system. It is from the Klingon vessel Bortas. Bortas, that's Gowron's ship. Must be pretty serious if he's issuing a distress call. Indeed, Commander. Mr. Wolf, can you open up a hailing frequency? Negative, Captain. I can't seem to get through the interference locally in the area.
Mr. Data at our maximum speed, how long to reach Gowron? 47 minutes, 28 seconds. Picard to engineering. Report here, sir. Jordy, we need a little more speed out of the engine. We just received a distress call from Chancellor Gowron. Alright, Captain, give Berkeley and I half a second and we'll get you going right away. Rich? Oh, we should have full warp speed now, Commander. Rich, LaForge here. We should have full warp speed. Thank you, Mr. LaForge. Now, maximum speed to intercept with Gowron's vessel. Captain. Now traveling at warp 9.
Anything, Mr. Worf? No, sir. The Bortas is not answering any hail, sir. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do until we arrive in the area. If he doesn't want to answer our distress call, we're going to have to find out firsthand what's going on aboard that ship. Agreed, Captain. Captain, incoming transmission from the Bortas. On screen, Mr. Worf. Aye, sir.
Picard, our paths continue to cross, I see. And how is it I help you? What do you want? How dare you interrupt the leaders of the Klingon High Federation ship? We are in need of your assistance. Please, Mr. Data, what is that we just saw? I believe we've just witnessed a temporal incursion, sir. Time on the Bortas is changing. Different timelines are merging together. At least different possible timelines. Intriguing.
Keep on your senses, Mr. Wolf. I want to know the minute anything changes, Lieutenant Yah.
Yes, Captain.
Mr. Data, if you have any idea of a solution, now would be the time, Mr. Tuvok. I will endeavor to solve the problem, Captain.
Picard to engineering. Berkeley here, sir.
Mr. Barclay, a solution to this problem will be greatly appreciated at your earliest convenience.
Captain!
Yes, Mr. Riker.
Massive chronoton distortion field headed our way. ETA, 10 seconds. All hands to the bridge, brace for impact. Repeat, this is the bridge, brace for impact.
We need to find a solution, Data. These timeline changes could rip the whole ship apart.
If we can set a course for the center of the anomaly and initiate a static warp shell, that should be sufficient enough to reset the timeline.
Lieutenant, do you agree with that? Absolutely, Captain. I have done the sensor analysis. If we can initiate a static warp shell at the center of this anomaly, it should reset the timeline to where we need it to be. Can we initiate a static warp shell in the middle of this anomaly?
Yes, Captain. However, I do not believe the Enterprise would be prudent to take into the middle of the anomaly due to all the eddies and currents it is currently producing. I recommend a smaller vessel, like a runabout. Commander, have a runabout standing by. I'll pilot it in and collapse the anomaly. Captain, I should go. I think that it's probably safer to risk me than you. Negative, Commander. You have your orders and the bridge.
Lieutenant, you keep a transport lock on the captain as long as you can. No matter what else, you make sure that lock stays on him. Aye, Commander. Riker to Shuttlecraft Bay. Have our runabout standing by. Captain's on his way.
Picard to Enterprise, do you read? Enterprise, this is the captain. Listen to me, I don't have a lot of time. Before he was destroyed, Data told me that this anomaly is going to take over this entire region of space. If you could set things right and change the timeline back to what it's supposed to be, hopefully it's going to be better than this. They've broken through the defense grid. Nothing that anyone else could tell him about Archer. Just stubborn as hell. Captain. Yes, Mr. Worf. I'm sorry, sir. I thought I was receiving a distress call. False alarm. No problem, Mr. Worf. Let's say we get to the starbase and get this R&R underway. Sounds like a plan to me. Helm, increase speed to warp 9. Engage.